Okay, here we go. Syndicate MMA, day 21. Alright, it's really like day 22 because on day 20, I went again to the gi class and later that night, man. Alright, I doubled up. Okay, because I do this. I'm not like going to trying to win the tournament or anything like that. Like, I'm going to win. That's what we're doing here. Alright, so. Syndicate MMA day 21. Just went to some no-gi and had to get the no-gi in. Okay, so we worked. The technique was we worked side control. So the guys got me in side control, and I'm gonna create some space. One's on the neck, one's on the hip, and I'm pushing him down towards my hips, right? Where I'm gonna bridge up, like closer to the bridge, you know what I mean? So that way you have more leverage. He's closer down to your center of gravity. And then basically what's gonna happen, because if he's got an arm behind your head, so you push him back, but he's still reaching up like by your head, and you're gonna shoot this arm over, and it's gonna like basically latch behind his. And what I even did was grab their head so that way they don't face plant into the ground and they roll all the way over. But you're gonna roll, like you're gonna go this way and you latch that arm in, so you push them away towards your hips, and then boom, you go this way, and their arm is stuck. It almost looks like, an omoplata, what they're stuck in. But boom, we go this way, and they basically you basically roll right into side control and sit out. You know what I mean? And one of the things I noticed was like, because when I first get side control, when you get side control, you want to have one under the head, one under the arm, and boom, now we're in side control. But you gotta have good pressure, or else that guy's gonna shoot his knees back up in there. So what I'll do is, flatten out and put my chest to chest, and put my legs will be, I'll be sprawled out, and sort of chest to chest, so there's no space for him to get his knees up in there and replace the guard. When you're half guard or side control, and you're on your knees, one knee will be up in the elbow and one knee will be on their hip. So again, they can't really replace as easy. But even that, it creates like a little bit of space. So like right when you do this move, they're gonna roll over, and the first time, like I almost like face planted a little bit. You gotta duck. You're either gonna face plant, or and let your face be the tripod, or you're gonna like roll your head underneath and you're just gonna roll with it, and then try to like continue to roll and scramble. Use that same momentum. That's what it's about. It's about using momentum. It's about timing. These things are key. Because you can use their momentum. Like say they use a ton of force to try to get to a position, and they almost get there, and then you just keep going with their momentum that they've already generated, and you continue to roll and you get on top. Now they've expended so much energy and you didn't really do much. And it's only going to be so many situations like that before they're done, because they're gassed. So but so my point was, when I do this roll, and like this, because the guy's gonna flip all the way over, and then I'm already pretty high up on his body, and I already have this arm underneath. So this one arm's underneath his arm, one arm's underneath the neck, and then I'm sitting out like surfer dude. And what I noticed is, like, you put an extreme amount of pressure on their diaphragm. They're like, they're not going nowhere, and you can just continue to walk your legs and just be a bitch about it, and just make it fucking, you know, put this mass pressure on them and just keep sitting out, punch them. You could punch them to death basically from that position. If they want to get out, they're gonna have to really use a lot of energy. So that was the main technique. Felt like there was another. Okay. Guys in uh, half guard. Oh, no. Basically a north-south situation. How to escape, you know, being arm triangled, and boom, we're gonna go here and push against them and create space, and then basically roll this way, the opposite way from the arm triangle. So he's trying to get me in an arm triangle. I'm gonna create some space and look this way, and then basically get on this hip over here, and then I'm going to latch my leg and straighten out. So now, you know, there's no, he can't arm triangle me because I have my leg latched like this, and I'm gonna straighten out, and then I'm gonna swim inside because I've already created some space. So I'm gonna just limp arm swim in, and then bridge and swim in, and then I can take his back and go for the far side arm, pull him down again right into cool surfer dude, you know, or I could take his back even from there, which is more than likely what I will do. So those were the two. There's also another one where, you know, it's in a north-south situation. Well, the one that I just talked about was a north-south situation. I don't know what it's called. Maybe it's a darce or, you know, there's several ways that you can get out of that north-south situation. You can grip them and just bridge up and completely roll. Like, if they don't have real nice base, you might be able to catch them with that. What else? Yeah, you can. Basically, yeah, those were some of the techniques, and then we rolled. I don't want to make this too long. And then we rolled, and you know, I'm getting better at like avoiding getting foot locked. That's about the only thing that guys can catch me with. Nobody's really armbarred me too much or anything like that. Especially no-gi, you get nice and slippery, like, and so that stuff's not happening. I've gotten some straight arms, and you know, got some good work in. Just, you know, moving from situation to situation, and you know, I'm getting body locks now. Getting good hooks in. I'm transitioning from, you know, the back to the arm bar. You know, if I can't get the arm bar, then I get them full mount, flatten them out. Like I'm starting to win these positions that are key. You know, like for instance, you know, like if somebody has your back and they got the hooks in, and you know you're in big trouble. Now I'm gonna double up on one arm and really get a nice grip on the one arm, and then basically, you know, get it up over my head and get to where, you know, where my back's against the mat, and I can get it out, right? And now even if they have the hooks in, like, it's a little bit sloppy, you know, and we're in a position where it's going to create a scramble position, and I'm starting to win those just by underhooking. Like you go for the underhook and you get your hips out. Like we're both like kind of laying on our side, you know, and either he's gonna get full mount, or I'm gonna at least get out into like half guard or something, you know. Which, if you're quick about it, you might even be able to get full mount. You might be able to go from getting your back taken to getting the single arm and shimmying your way out, and then boom, you get your hips out, you get your underhook, and you continue to go. And so it's just, those situations. Got a nice arm bar again. Yeah, so that's what we're doing. But it was good. I talked to a little bit. There was a fucking monster in there today. I don't know what his name was or anything, but dude is at least 6'4", 230 pounds, like 220, 230 pounds, like just a monster. I didn't roll with him, but he was rolling with Tom. So we're excited for Saturday, yeah. And then after that, I'm gonna lift twice a week, mostly power lifts, and train as much as possible, work as much as possible, grind as much as possible. It doesn't change. Alright, y'all. Syndicate MMA, day 21. Peace.